Clamp the extension set. Turn off IV medication. Disconnect it from the IV extension set. Plug into the clear tubing of the IV pump extension set. Take two 10cc flushes. The blue port just above where you connected to the extension set will be your access. Clamp. Blue goes to patient. Unconnect. The black key goes to the IV pump. Black top up. Looks like a puzzle piece. Close the door.
Whenever you load the IV pump, there's a hard piece of plastic above and below the key. There's one right there and one right there. That's where they link the soft tubing together. The hard plastic has to be loaded so that it hangs out of the door. If the hard plastic is in the door, where the little stopper is, then it will be able to compress the tubing and therefore it won't flow. Once we get the pump loaded and the tubing is flushed, we're going to turn it on, the gray button on off. It says channel 1 and it's in dose mode, which means it's going to bring up a list of drugs. So we want channel 1, that's where we're at. So we say OK. It already had a dose in there and wants to know if we want to resume. We'll say no. It was set on IV fluids. We can go up and down with the yellow arrows until we get to our drug that we want. Alright, so if we want a continuous infusion instead of the dose mode for drugs, then we're going to hold down the stop no key for 3 seconds. We go from dose program to continuous program and hit OK. Now you're going to program your pump with fluid. Type in the fluid that you want to give in an hour. Hit OK. How much is in the bag? Hit OK. Review your settings and then hit OK. And as you can see by the red lights at the top, it's running. And we have about half a battery left. Alright, so when we turn it on, we see it's in the continuous mode, and we want to go back to the dose mode with the medications. We're going to hold down the stop no key, 3 seconds. Brings up our menu. Go to dose. OK. OK again. Let's say we're going to hang dopamine. Pick that. Volume of diluent, that means how much is in the bag, which is 500. The amount added to the bag is going to be 800 milligrams, as is posted at the top of the bag. 800 milligrams total. Hit OK. That gives the concentration of 1.6 milligrams per milliliter, which is 1600 micrograms per milliliter. You just move the decimal point for the non-math people. Hit OK. We'll say that I weigh 120 kilograms. And I'm given 10 mics per kilogram per minute as the dose. Volume to be infused is all 500. It confirms that that is what you want. 10 micrograms per kilogram per minute. 45 milliliters in an hour is going to be the rate at 1.6 milligrams per milliliter, which is 1600 micrograms per milliliter. Okay, to confirm, it's going to take 11 minutes and 6 seconds for this to run in at that weight and volume. Start infusion. Yes. I hit start one too many times.